Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Movies with Numbers in the title. Well, we are done with the original Star Wars films. I've reviewed them all. Now it's time to review something that I hated. This is a 2013 comedy that I suffered through in 2013. It was one of the 15 worst films I saw that year. It annoyed me. It's not funny, and it's called 21 and Over. Let me show you how much this movie pissed me off. You see that? That's a bat. That's what I think of this freaking movie. Through this freaking unfunny piece of crap movie. I hate this freaking movie. This is one of the worst comedies of this decade. People didn't talk about this movie very much because it was a very forgettable, generic, unfunny clone of other films that I've seen better. This is basically Weekend at Bernie's, except that it's an Asian guy and he's not dead. He's just like out cold half the movie. This is the premise of the movie. Miles Teller and his buddy Skylar Astin, they play these two guys that they're friends with their friend Jeff Chang, played by Justin Chan, and he basically turned 21. So he gets a photo ID, and he goes to a bar and he gets wasted like a dumbass on his birthday, and he gets so plastered. This is how funny the movie is. There's a scene that he's drinking, and then after that he takes a piss on the crowd. I'm like, that's not funny. Then he runs around naked with a freaking like teddy bear strapped to his crotch. That's not funny. And then there's a scene where I don't know if he vomits or something like that. It's just disgusting. This movie is so unfunny. I hated every second of this movie. Miles Teller, this is before I saw him in Fan Four Stick. Even though Fan Four Stick is worse, this movie, at least he had energy in this movie. That's the only compliment I could give him in this movie. Justin Chan, he got on my nerves in this movie. He was in Twilight. He was the Asian guy in Twilight. He is so annoying. He's so unlikable as Jeff Chang. They have to carry his dumbass. There's a scene that he bounces on a freaking like a, I think it's a not a pogo stick. It's a trampoline, and he falls, and that's supposed to be funny. He almost gets killed half the time because he's so plastered. He just passes out, and his two friends have to help him get on his feet because the next morning he's supposed to get a interview with a college recruiter so he can go to a university to become a doctor because his father wants him to become a doctor. He's played by Francois Chow. If any of you Ninja Turtles fans are in the audience, he was Shredder in Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, the superior Ninja Turtles 2, not that freaking crap fest we got last year called Out of the Shadows. And he was a good Shredder. Here he's just he's very pretentious. He's just like, you should be a doctor. You should be just like your father. Blah blah blah. It's a cliche, and I've seen this all before. The guys didn't get into some shenanigans where basically they go to this sorority house that's with a bunch of Latina chicks. Yeah, that's gonna come out great. And there's a scene like they're like naked or whatever. They lose their clothes and they're in a campus. It's just so unfunny. This movie is trying to be American Pie, and it's not American Pie. Damn it. It's not. I need a drink. I needed to do something different because in most of my YouTube videos, I'm mostly banging on stuff. I have my bat here. I pull a Kylo Ren by banging on this freaking movie. I hate this freaking movie. I hate it. It's just this is worse than any of the Hangover sequels. So this was directed by two dumbasses. I don't know who their names are. They can't direct. They take these actors that could have potential to be funny and let the humor flow through them. And no, they have to have stupid toilet humor and freaking not fart jokes, but like him throwing up and be acting like a dumbass. I've seen this in so many other party movies in the past. I've seen piss jokes in the freaking American Pie films. At least the first two had piss jokes. It's not funny anymore. Him running around naked, wasn't that in Old School and one of the American Pie direct-to-video films? It's been done before. Him putting a freaking thing on his crotch. I saw that in wrestling when Midian did that in the late 90s. I've already seen it. It's not funny. Raunchy humor. So running around naked is raunchy. No, that's stupid. And I'm sorry, the whole time they're trying to save this dumbass, and I'm like, why should you care? Jeff Chang should die. And they should say, you know what? Your son was drinking like a dumbass over it and doing it. One shot is all you need. You don't need to drink excessively. Oh, I'm 21, bitch. I'm gonna drink myself and go do this. And then piss on a bunch of people. That's not funny. There's a reason this film was forgotten. There's a reason it flopped. There's a reason the critics destroyed this movie. There's a reason that you can't even buy this movie for $3 at Best Buy anymore. That's how forgettable it is. And it's one of the worst comedies I saw in 2013. This is just as bad as R.I.P.D. This is just as bad. Yes, I think Scary Movie 5 is worse. It was my second worst that year, but at least Ashley Tisdale's nice to look at. Here, the girls are forgettable. They have no personality. The Asian girls, like, oh, not all Asians are the same, you know. And she curses them out, and like they drop F-bombs like it's nothing, and it's not funny. It's just not. And I guarantee you, Sean hasn't seen this movie because every other sequel he's seen, he hasn't seen this. This is a movie with a number in the title that I wish I'd never seen because it's so painful. It's R. Why don't you do like 21 Jump Street? They didn't have to do piss jokes, pissing in people's faces, and freaking, you know, throwing up and freaking running around naked. That's not funny. I didn't want to see Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill running around naked. That would have been stupid. And that movie has some dumb humor at times, but it's funny. It's got a witty script and two directors that should not have been fired from Young Han Solo. I don't even care about that movie, but let the directors make the movie that they want. Damn it. I'm tired of movies being made by freaking executives. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these unfunny, god-awful comedies. Why is it that comedies are like the genre that usually sucks in this decade? From Movie 43 and the Scary Movie 5 and the Haunted House films and freaking, you know, the Hangover sequels. Why are comedies so bad now? It's sad that Jerry Lewis may rest in peace. I forgot to do a tribute video to him, so I'll just take this. He was one of the funniest men in the world and never had to do a piss joke, fart joke, crap joke, or anything. He was funny. This is not. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of a cast. These two directors don't know how to direct a comedy because they're just ripping off other comedies from the 90s and the 2000s. And at the end, it didn't make me laugh. Not at all. It's short. It's only 90-something minutes, but it doesn't go by quick. It's painful. And Jeff Chang should have died in this movie. That would have been more funny than him bouncing off a freaking trampoline and jumping on a car naked and the cops are trying to stop him, like him being plastered. I'm like, being drunk isn't funny, man. It's serious business. I've never been drunk. I've been a little tipsy once, but you know, this is why some people should not drink alcohol. That's why I don't, because I don't want to run around naked through the streets of New York and then I get arrested for indecent exposure. Yeah, that's not something I want on my record. If you guys have a sense of humor, don't watch this movie. Never watch this on Netflix. Don't watch this on Hulu. Don't rent it. If you still got a Redbox around, don't buy this on Amazon. Don't watch this on TV. It's shit. Shit. It's one of the worst comedies that has come out in a long time. And I'm glad I did not see this in the theater. If I saw this in the theater, I would have went to the freaking ticket booth and say, why are you showing these shitty comedies in the freaking movie theaters when you got so many better films that had come out that year? Thor: The Dark World was funnier than this. And that's not a great movie, but it's a much better movie than this. At least Chris Hemsworth is funny. He's naturally funny. He doesn't have to piss in Loki's face to be funny. Okay? God, this movie pisses me off. I needed to review this. I need to rant on this because this has been a long time coming. I saw this movie the year I started doing videos on YouTube, and it pissed me off then. Now it pisses me off more that these shitty comedies are in theaters. This should have been direct to video. Easily. It didn't have big stars in it, so it's not like it was a Hangover sequel, which made a shit ton of money. This movie was forgotten. Thank God. I hate this freaking movie. I hate it. I freaking hate it. Well, that's enough of me rambling. There's nothing good in this movie. 21 and Over is a piece of garbage. Hot garbage that's sitting out in the sun on a summer day. That's what it is. God, these comedy. I don't know when comedy is ever going to be good again. We're gone from the golden age of comedy. Jerry Lewis, the Three Stooges, the Marx Brothers, Abbott and Costello, freaking even the Looney Tunes shorts are funnier than this, and they're 7 minutes long. I can laugh my ass off with Mel Blanc's voice acting over any of these dumbasses in this movie. Sorry, Miles Teller, you tried. You give a better performance here than Van Forstick, but I'd rather see you in freaking anything else. The freaking Divergence films, or the freaking or Whiplash. He was great in that. That guy can act, and in this movie, he's just not funny. He has no comedic timing with his poor friend. Stuck in this shitbag movie with terrible writing, unfunny jokes, and an unlikable lead, and a cliche plot that goes nowhere. You know what's going to happen at the end. Jeff Chang's going to get he nailed the interview and sober up, and he's going to be successful by the end credits. Who cares? Fuck this movie. That's all I can say. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Hopefully the next one won't be like this, but avoid 21 and over. If you're 21, you would not drink and you would not watch this movie. Words of wisdom from J Rod. See you later.